your thrusters, stuff like that. All right, we're just about done here with the outfitting. All right, since all of these are military, and I do not have a size 4 compartment that I can put a cargo rack in, might as well just go ahead and sell that. There's my fighter bay. Go ahead and put my fighter bay on here. So that gives me like this basically. That's why I'm upgrading to this ship, because it is bigger than the Crusader. All of this stuff I took off of the Crusader. So it has an extra size 6 compartment the Crusader didn't have. I could put a shield bank there. Or I could upgrade my fighter bay to a size 6 that's a dual fighter bay. You can only launch one at a time. But when a fighter gets destroyed, it takes time to construct a new one. So with a dual fighter bay, you'll then immediately be able to launch a second fighter. And if you've missed it before, fighters are drones. Your pilot is not actually in the fighter. So if your fighter gets destroyed, your pilot's not floating around out there needing picked up. If you hightail it and go into super cruise and leave your fighter behind, destroys the fighter, but your pilot's still on your ship. That basically explains how you can just switch back and forth just at a command. You can pilot the fighter while your pilot flies the mothership, and then you can just switch back and forth. It's because they're drones. So I could upgrade to a size 6 fighter hangar, giving me dual fighter bay, and then put something else in this 5. So right now, that's all I've got extra. I've got a size 2 and a size 6 that the Crusader didn't have. So I can put an interdictor there, which is actually not a bad idea, but interdictors are usually something for pirates. But you don't even have to have a mission for pirate hunting. You can literally just scan ships in the system, and when you see one that's wanted, go yank them out of Super Cruise and blow them away and go claim your bounty. It's like that. Or sometimes they'll run from you. You can track them down and, yank them out of Super Cruise. But for right now, I don't have any money. I got to go make some more money. So I really I can't afford to put anything here right now, except for maybe a cargo bay. Cargo rack, that's cheap. Now this size 6 isn't going to be that cheap. 300,000. See, now I'm kind of cutting it close. Nope. See, I just went over my limit. But I do have some stuff I can still sell. Go back to stored. I'm going to hang on to these because I still need to buy a Diamondback Explorer, because that's the best exploratory vessel. That thing can jump further than any other ship when outfitted for that. Like I said, all them D-class components with an A-class frame shift. All right. That doesn't really cost that much, but I can go ahead and sell that too. This, all right, here we go. So all the E-class stuff that I replaced with the components I already had should be sitting in here to sell. So now I'm back over. I'm actually okay as far as money is concerned right now. Yep, so I'm good on money. Now I've got plenty of power. You look down there, I really didn't need to buy that power supply right now. But I haven't equipped all of my weapons yet. So I think this time I'm going to throw the beam laser on here instead of the cannon. Could buy some smaller cannons. There's the gimbal right there. Those are 300,000. I could buy 2 of these. But I would rather not. I think I would rather just go ahead and put a couple more multi-cannons on there. They're a lot cheaper. Now I've got plenty of power. I could put more beam lasers on here. Let's see if there was any beam lasers. Yes. 2D beam lasers. But again, when you drop the shields, that's why I had a 3. That's why I had my large gun. I had a cannon. But I think what I'm about to do, to be honest, is go ahead and put all multi-cannons on here. But again, I've got plenty. Again, I really didn't need that power supply. But, hold on now, hold on. I forgot about my shields. I'm still using a 6D shield. And I've already spent all my money, so I can't afford the 6A shield. So that's the next thing I need to do, is go make some more money to buy the 6A shield. When I put that 6A shield on here, there goes that remaining power. Like, shields take tremendous amounts of power. So go ahead and put this back, put that on there. Because see, multi-cannons, that's why I use them, because they don't really draw that much power. So that allows me to have the big shields. So you always want to go to weapon fire groups. Put that on 1, and these on 2. And the reason for that is because that burns energy a whole lot faster than these. So if I need to recharge, like if I drain my power, then I need to stop firing my beam laser, but I can keep firing my multi-cannons and my power recharge. Because again, the multi-cannons don't drain that much. So as long as I got my power distributor with like full to weapons, you know, I'll be able to recharge and still keep firing my multi-cannons before I, you know, go back to firing my beam laser as well. So I thought about just going ahead and putting, because that's something else I've already got. I already had in storage the multi-cannon and the cannon. I was using the cannon on the Crusader, but I got the multi-cannon and the beam laser. Alright, so that now I'm fully equipped on weapons. Got that. Thrusters I could upgrade. Now see, that's something else too. If I decide to upgrade the thrusters to A, well, those are going to draw more power than the D. Look how much more power. You see the red bar there? That's how much more power the A is going to draw than the D does. And I've already equipped the 6A power plant, so there's no more power. Sensors, I need to upgrade sensors, but yeah, I can't afford that. I could you know, upgrade to one of these others. But again, I'm going to stick with the D for right now. But these draw more power than I thought. I mean, you see that little chunk there of red? So the 5A sensors draw more power too. So I still got shields, thrusters, sensors. I might have to put the multi-cannon on in place of the beam laser once I get all that stuff upgraded. Because the blue is showing how much less, so my power is going to go back down that much. Because the multi-cannon uses less power than these beam lasers. Not really that much. I'm surprised it's not more than that. But again, I don't know. So for right now, though, I'm fully decked out. I've actually got a decent amount of cargo space, 68. I can make some money running cargo with 68, you know, tons of cargo. A lot of missions, though, will be like over 100. But again, there'll be some things I can come across. But I didn't buy this ship to run cargo. There's other ships I would have purchased to run cargo. And that's not what I bought this ship for. Right, this ship is a combat vessel. Now, so I've got my insurance rebuy. This is what I was talking earlier about. So when you go to this screen here, the ship statistics, I'm currently jumping at 14.62 light years. Unladen, that's with no fuel. Because again, fuel it weighs, you know, it has weight. So right now, I'm not going to jump in. Like my current is my max jump distance. But the moment I start picking up inventory to fill that cargo bay, that's going to lower my jump distance. So I should probably put a damn fuel scoop on here and an interdictor and just not. Well, I mean, it's always a good idea to have at least a little bit of cargo space. But there's one other thing I could do too. I just thought about that because I have not been picking up the parts that a destroyed vessel leaves behind. Collection limpet. This right here is a device that will launch a little robot or a drone or a robot. When you see something, you can either, which I did in a previous video, showed how to use the cargo scoop. But it's very time consuming trying to scoop all that stuff up with your scoop. So what you do is you put one of these on the ship, and then you got to buy ammo for it too. How you do that, you go over here to advanced maintenance, restock. Well, I don't have it equipped. It's not on my ship, so it's not here to buy ammo for it. But if I did have it on the ship, if I had that limpet control unit on the ship, there would be a little thing here to purchase ammo for that. And then what you do is you just launch one at every one of those components to pick it up and just automatically return to the ship, so you don't have to sit there trying to pick it up with your cargo scoop. But I think for right now I'm done. Let me see how much time we got left. We got time for a mission to go demonstrate this thing. Hopefully I can find a pirate, kill a pirate mission. Now, this thing's not going to handle as well as the Crusader. I really like the Crusader. Crusader's really fun. This thing, I'm not sure how well this thing handles. Here's a recommended rank master. I'm gonna put this thing to the test. Now, one thing you always have to do is go back to your crew lounge, because this pilot went inactive. So now I got to set her back to active. It really sucked if I'd have got out there to fight that. I don't even know what I'm going to go up against. It just says recommended rank master. It would really suck if I got out there without my pilot to launch my fighter. But there's the list of ships right there that can equip a fighter bay. Alliance Crusader, the smallest one is the Killback. The Killback, and then it goes to Alliance Crusader, then the Federal Gunship, then the Crate Mark II, which that's I love that thing. That's my next upgrade right there, is the Crate Mark II. So again, Killback, Crusader, Gunship, Crate Mark II, and then the Type 9 Heavy, then the Beluga Liner, and then the four of the big ships, which the Type 9 Heavy and the Type 10 Defender is the same body, the same framework. But the Type 9 Heavy is the largest cargo vessel. It can hold more cargo than any other ship. The Type 10 Defender is the same ship, just outfitted for combat. So it's got less cargo capacity, but more like weapons and then, you know, the Corvette, the Cutter, and the Anaconda. Those are your four big ones. Anaconda is the independent one, which is why it's favored amongst pirates. The Imperial Cutter, of course, well, it's an Imperial vessel. Federal Corvette, well, hey, shocker, it's a Federal Corvette. It's a Federation ship. So you have to have rank with the Imperial Cutter or the Federal Corvette to purchase them. You have to be Vice Admiral for the Corvette. I can't remember what it is for the Cutter, but it's Imperial rank. The Alliance ships, that Type 10 Defender, you don't have to have rank. So really, there's only 3 ships here that can equip a fighter bay that requires rank. The Imperial Cutter, the Federal Corvette, and the Federal Gunship are the only ones on that list that requires rank. Because again, the 2 Alliance ships, the Alliance Crusader and the Type 10 Defender, they don't require rank. Now, one thing else while I'm here, let me point out too, is my pilot is now competent. Oh, I'm sorry, no. She's now novice. If you look on the left side, it says novice. Left side of her, like where her picture is. If you look under her picture, it says novice on the left with that little, there's the experience bar. So she's at 23%. The next level is competent. So she's novice now, 23% towards competent. But notice her profit share is at 4%. Well, that's because I hired her at harmless. It started out at 2%. Then when she went mostly harmless, it went up to 3%. But if I had hired a mostly harmless right from the start, well, they start out at 4%. So I was already right there. I was already paying her less because she was at 3% versus 4%. Now that she's novice, well, if I'd hired a pilot at novice starting out, they get 6%. Well, she's only getting 4%. So that's what I would say do with your pilot. Hire a harmless pilot and then just let them level up through experience so that you're paying them much less than if, like expert, Expert is 12%. That's a big cut of your take. You know, what the hell am I paying them 12% for just to jump on a fighter? I mean, again, it's a game changer. I mean, the fighter bay definitely, again, huge difference. I mean, it is kind of worth it, but why would I pay a pilot 12% to start out at expert when by the time she gets to expert, she'll only be making like 7%? Big difference. Did I accept that mission? I did. Let's go find us a pirate. I set my weapon groups. I did not set my chafe. Now, setting my chafe on a different weapon group means I have to hold down square. You see right there, if you look up top, the left bumper, cycle previous fire group, right bumper, cycle next fire group. So that's how... Oh, it's not letting me do it. Right here.
Advise, traffic restrictions are in place. Maintain safe separation.
There. See, now I'm on my chafe. Now I'm on my weapons. And it says right there in the top of the HUD, it says primary B, that's my chafe, primary A. So it's labeled your weapon groups. That's primary A and then primary B. Or A is your right trigger. The primary is your right trigger. Secondary is your left trigger. So my primary, my right trigger is my beam laser. And then my secondary, my multi-cannons are on my left trigger. And then when I cycle over to my second weapon group, my B, then there's where my chafe is. But okay, so you get the picture. Hopefully. Alright. Shit. Oh, come on. Are you... I gotta get around this thing.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
See, there's a system right there that says permit required. I don't have the permit for that system.
Frameshift drive charging.
Take a look at this thing. Not a bad looking ship.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Mission objective detected. Incoming mission critical message.
Alright, I gotta scan the nav beacon.
Incoming mission critical message.
Go ahead and
divert power to weapons. And because of this says master rank, I'm gonna go ahead and deploy my pilot.
Roger that, sir. Deploying the fighter.
Alright, we got the scan was
I'm ready
complete.
to go, Commander.
I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. They don't always pop up, but a lot of times they do. Just give it a minute. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
Bringing the fighter in now, sir. Fighter is in the bay. Let's go, Commander.
Charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Incoming mission critical message.
Come on, are you serious? No, there it is. Just doing some barrel rolls here in space. Oh, sorry, got distracted. That's one thing when you're like flying out here in space on your way to something. You got time to like fiddle with something else while you're just getting closer, you know? Alright, there's a planet coming up. So when you're that far away, you can't really see the planets. Like, a lot of times you don't see the planets till you're within, unless it's like an extremely large one, maybe. But you see how I'm like over 4 light seconds away? Now I'm getting 3. Usually you won't even see planets like that one. Now I can see that one over there. Till you're like, 2 or 3 light seconds away. Then the planet might... Dude, are you serious? Then the planet you might, have visual on the planet once you're within like 3 light seconds away. Sometimes even closer, like 2 light seconds away. Alright, there's somebody on my tail. It's probably... I keep hearing them buzzing around me. But I would rather encounter him like this rather than him trying to interdict me.
Incoming mission critical message.
I'm running out of time here. Hopefully we can get him down.
Okay, fighter is going live. I'm ready
He's
to
in
go,
a federal
Commander.
assault ship. Well, I'm in a bigger ship, buddy boy. There we go. Attack target.
Targeting enemy now, Commander.
Divert power. He is, yeah, he's a real good pilot. He is already taking my shields down.
Warning, hull breach attack. Taking internal damage. Target shields offline.
Yeah, he's a real good pilot. Yeah, he's already put a big dent in my armor.
Need support ASAP, Commander. Sustaining enemy fire.
Warning, temperature critical.
See, right there is where I had to let off the...
My hull is down to 50%. I need to get out of this, Commander.
Target shields offline. Under attack. Target shields offline. Shields online. Taking damage.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! He just hit me with a missile.
Module malfunction.
Module malfunction? Like, what the fuck, man? Yeah, this dude's good, man. Don't you dare run into me. Ooh, that was close. But he's at 18%. I'm still over 60%. Oh, come on. That's BS.
Module malfunction.
4% and his damn shields pop back up.
Module malfunction. Target shields offline.
Alright, he's toast.
Incoming mission critical
That's a
message.
good day's work. All targets
Boy, that
are
got
down.
a little... But again, I'm still using 6D shields. So considering I'm not even using like the A-class shield, yeah, I kicked his ass. I beat the shit out of him. Whoa,
Roger that, Commander.
damn it.
Taking control of the home ship.
I was trying to recall it and I just... Now I'm in the fighter. But all I gotta do is go helm, switch to mothership.
Yes,
Now my
Commander.
pilot's
The fighter
back
is
in the
now mine.
fighter. Alright. Orders. Recall, please.
Yes, Commander. Returning to docking bay now.
Alright, so what you want to do is make sure you divert all your power over to systems to recharge your shields. Which my shields are already almost back up to full. Well, that was definitely... I didn't even look to see what his skill rank was. I know the mission said recommended master. That doesn't mean he was a master. He might have just been an
Fighter is
expert.
secured, Commander.
I forgot to look.
Diagnostics complete.
I forgot to look, you know, to see what his skill was. But he was a good pilot. He was all over my ass. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Enjoy Elite Dangerous.